Hi, it's Elisa with Bluebird Relics. My name is Elisa Mari. I am a furniture artist. I'm a canvas artist, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of painting tonight. Um, so say hi when you come in. So behind me is a already in progress canvas piece that I'm working on, and I've used there's many layers on this piece, and I'm gonna try to continue working on it tonight. Right now it looks kind of like a hot mess, but eventually I will start to get rid of some of this. I'm trying to the layers under upon layers are creating images underneath, and I'm trying to see what images I can find and work off of those. Oh, hi Melinda, how are you? How you doing? So let's see it. Holy crow, get it, friend. I know, and I'm very tired. I had to work all day. So anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I'm just gonna take a step back, and if anybody uh, just take a look at the canvas, and I just want to step away. So when you're working on this kind of intuitive piece, you kind of want to take a step back, take a look at it, see if you can see anything. Um, any images, anything starting to come through. So there's, like I said, layers upon layers of paint here that I keep throwing on. As a matter of fact, I just added in this black and this sort of turquoise color because it started to become blah 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 to me. So I've also, there's a lot of texture on here as well. I used a texturizing paste with paint and put those on the canvas. Let's see. So I was looking at it this way, and you can kind of see down here. It looks like I was seeing like a little mountain range. Taking a step back, I was thinking I saw bricks maybe in walls here. A wall. I'm gonna just move the piece around and see if anybody else saw. Not that I'm gonna go off this intuition right now, but right here in the black, I had seen a little dog, kind of like his ear and his nose and his back, his hind leg coming in the front. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm at the point where I'm gonna start to look for images and kind of go off of that. If there's any questions. No questions. Say hi when you come in so I know you're here and I can say hi. Even up here, it could be a bird or an airplane. I don't know. I kind of see a face in here. Maybe the start of eyes and lips. I don't know. Let's see. Let me turn it again. This is a 36 by 36 canvas. Like I said, it's a hot mess right now. I'm hoping that it'll be turned into something beautiful. Got some texture up here. You can hear it even. A lot of texture all over this canvas. Kind of like, where do I go from here? So I think I'm not exactly sure, so I'm just gonna start adding some paint and see what comes up. And this whole process is about just adding more, taking away, adding and taking away, and then eventually editing it so that you can see the image come through. So with an intuitive piece, there's no plan, at least not in the beginning. It's kind of like playing. You see a Ferris wheel and a carnival festival. Ooh. Oh, well, wait a minute. Let's. Right here, Ferris wheel. Oh, you're right. And another one maybe even over here. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Let's see. I'm dipping into some ultramarine blue here. And when I started it, I started making marks across the piece and doing different kinds of things. I keep adding paint and I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go with it. Adding paint, adding water. Let me grab my spray bottle. Letting the paint drip a little bit. So right now, because I thought it was so blah, it's kind of like some parts look like a mucky swamp to me. I want to add in some contrasting colors into this and see what I can find. Also, later on, I might take a a picture of it and change it to a black and white because you can kind of see. I find it easier to see images in the black and white contrast. Just playing around right now. It may just be a completely abstract piece at the end. Hi, Karen. How are you? What's going on? Oh, I can't wait for Sunday again. I have so much fun. So I'm going to say it on here. Karen and I do a 3 o'clock Facebook Live on Sundays. If anybody wants to come in, and it's on my page, and we do it. We alternate. 1 week we do it on Karen's page, and then on Vintage Vibes, Good Finds, and then the week after we do it on mine. Anyway, Karen, I'm working on an intuitive piece that I'm kind of stuck on right now. I don't know where I'm going with it. I'm hoping eventually, if I keep adding the paint, an image will come through. Melinda pointed out she saw a Ferris wheel, like a carnival or festival, and I get that. I see where she, probably more like around here, kind of looks like a Ferris wheel. I kind of want to brighten up a bit. Oh, what I want with this ultramarine blue. I want to get in there and just get all the canvas. And then I'll turn it and get a different perspective. And if anybody, you guys, anybody should try this. I mean, you could just really create some beautiful pieces just by throwing paint and using different techniques. So right now I'm going wild with the spray bottle because that's what I'm feeling. So it's like whatever you're feeling at the moment. And so Karen, this is the piece we were working on with Kelly. Oh, you know what I have? I have some cool, hang on, let me grab it. It's over here. I have these metallic paints. This one is, they're pearlescent paints. I might drop some of this on too, right at the top. Let's see what happens there as it starts to drip down. I'm gonna let it drip there for a second. I don't want to wet it too much. I want to let it sit there for a second. There's a bubble. Can even use, let me add a little more, hold on. Right here on the edge. Oh, I see that going on the floor. I really should put a paper towel there. Hang on. Let me put something to catch it. The canvas is too wide for my rug. I might even use my finger here. Kind of help it down. Maybe even use a little water here. Oh, I got it all in my finger. Put that on there too. Huh. You wear an apron. You can just wipe it on your clothes. I'm getting the, let's see. Karen, oh, hi Karen, how are you, honey? Getting teepees. Yeah, it's true, right? Up here, is that what you're saying? Like the little teepees? Like a dream, and I thought that earlier when I was looking at it, like a dream catcher. A bunch of dream catchers. One in here. Karen, I don't know what's gonna happen. You see an Indian as well. Where's the Indian? Tell me where. Tell me where, Karen. Because I'm gonna tip it in a minute. I should get a pointer. I'm trying to see. I thought I saw a dog before. He might be gone now. I put so much paint on it. Let me see what happens if I'm gonna just, this thing is wet, really wet now. If I tip it, oh, you should see the floor. Let's see. Now I tipped it on its other side. I might even go in with the spray bottle here and let it drip that way. A little bit that way. All in fun, right? My favorite part is right at the end when I'm all done and I put the varnish on it. And it just makes it real glossy. In the left dream catcher. Let me see. And this one? Yeah, that's left, right? My left. My other left. Let's see. Well, I used all these stencils with the molding paste. So I have a lot of raised texture on here. Like TV's in the festival in Woodstock. Oh gosh, maybe that's what it's gonna have to be. Like a Woodstock festival, recreating. And there's paint going everywhere. Oh, before I flipped it. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see. Oh gosh, now I don't. So it would have been that way. Oh, it would have been this way. Trying to see. Yeah. Who knows what's gonna happen here? You're talking about this? No, you were talking about this one, right? Because it would have been my left. I'm tilting my head to see if I can see it. Or tilt my head a little bit further back, right? Because probably could see it better. There's so many ways it can go. I should probably stop spraying it. Any color suggestion? I'm thinking I need to go in with a brighter color. I'm thinking, well, I got a lot of different bright colors. If someone shouts one out, I'll pick my brightest of that color. You're not weird. I'll have to flip it back, but who knows what it'll look like by the time I flip it back. Hang on. I'll flip it back. And then let the water drip the other way. Oh, goodness. Get back on there. Hang on. I think this is where I had it this way. So I'm gonna flip it. Whoop, I'm gonna flip him back. Let me make sure he's in there securely. He's not. Hang on. Sorry. The last thing I want to happen is for it to fall forward. There we go. All right. I did flip him back now. Oh, thank you. It's coming along, right? It's coming along. It'll come eventually. There's gotta be so many layers of paint on here. There's so many different colors. There's yellow down in here. I might need to bring up that yellow again. I'm not exactly sure if I should go in the direction of maybe in the pinks or Karen. What's the one that we got to use? I just want to check the comments. The quinacridone magenta. I don't see a problem with getting some of that in here. And that'll probably blend well with the blue. Either that or it'll be a bigger hot mess than when I started. But in my experience, it comes through eventually. I have no plan in this piece. I'm really just hopping on because I wanted to start working on it, and we're not working on it anymore with Kelly, I think. So I kind of want to get it done. Oh, so that's why I want to work on it. Where should I put this magenta? It looks a little different now, but you still see a face. I gotta step back. Are you seeing the face in where I have the paste and the mandala? Or are you seeing it kind of like up above and I'm not seeing it. But I see what you were saying, the little teepees at the top. Where should I put this pink, guys? Over here. I don't know. I tend to lean toward those pink colors. I have a different magenta too I can add in there. I'll throw in there. I'm really hoping it'll. Oh, I did it. I want to blur those lines a little bit. Oh gosh, it's gonna be so wet. A little more. Maybe if I outlined. I'm kind of just doing what comes to mind when I look at it. It's like I said, no plan. Let me grab some more. I have the lighter one I'll grab too. Let me get this one up here. Oh, I'm even smearing it. I'm smearing it right into the blue because it's still wet. But the magenta and the blue mix pretty well together. Looks kind of cool. And it's a pearlescent. Right across in those lines. Ooh, it's mixing. It looks like a mermaid color. Like the blue and the magenta. Come on, get in there. I'm gonna have to redo my floors when we decide to set when we get to selling this house. Right now, the baby wipe, I gotta get in there and get that on the floor. It went all over my hardwood floor. Oh. All right. Let's see. I think I gotta go back in there with some more of this. I want to get in there, some in the middle. I just want to create a little bit more contrast because I seem to lean toward all the blues and the greens, and it gets kind of not muddied, but becomes too much of the same. So I want to get some contrast in there. Let me get the pink, the lighter pink, the lighter magenta. Let's see what happens with that. That was the paint, not me. All right, hang on. So now I got a lighter magenta. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put this on with the brush, but maybe I've been going a little crazy with the water bottle. I think it might be a little too wet. So I think I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna grab one of these palette knives. It's actually a silicone palette knife. I'm just gonna rub it on top of the raised pieces in here. Let it catch on some of the parts that are raised. Let's see. Grab some of that. Whoop. The other day I was painting a piece of furniture and I had watered down from the DIY line, I had watered down Dark and Decrepit, and I didn't want to throw it away, so I threw it on here just because I didn't want to throw away what I had mixed. And I think that might have browned it up a little too much. But it's a part of the layer. Just slapping it on there. Yeah, I think that's coming along. It's coming, it's going. I'll try to come on. I was debating if I should come on Wednesday nights or Thursday nights. I'm going to do both. I might come on a little bit tomorrow just to see if there's a difference. Maybe if there's more people watching on a Thursday night. Maybe Wednesdays are too hectic for people to, log in. And I only said I'll do it tonight because I'm not off, but I'm working from home tomorrow, so I'll have a little bit more time. I won't have to get up and leave for work early in the morning. So later on, I will take a picture of this, and then I'll invert it to, is that the word, invert to black and white, to see what I can find in it. So it's so wet, I don't want to add a yellow color or a warm color like orange or red, because then it's going to start to muddy up too much. So right now I was sticking with the cooler colors like the blue, and then I went to the well, quinacridone magenta might be a sort of a warm color, but it's on the spectrum. But I wanted to stay more with the colors right now because it's so wet, of the colors that will blend well together and won't turn brown. Like if I throw green in there right now, it's going to turn brown. And I don't want it to turn brown on me. Hi, Bobby. How are you, honey? So right now I'm doing an intuitive piece. So I'm kind of so there's a lot of layers on here right now, and a lot of layers of paint. So this was just started out as a white canvas, and what I did was I just started mark making with I started with oil pastels and just sort of drew on it, and then squiggles and marks just to kind of warm up. And then I actually wrote phrases on here. So I think I wrote family, I think I wrote peace, I think I wrote focus. So whatever I was feeling that day, or something that was weighing heavily on my mind, I put it on there. I try not to put anything negative on my artwork. So depending upon how I was feeling, if I was feeling sad, I would try to like put the opposite. I would write happy or down or up, just trying to maybe be more positive in what you're writing on there if you decide the right way. It gets covered up anyway. In most cases, sometimes it peeks through, but you know what? This time it's it's covered with so much paint. I don't think you can even see where I wrote the phrases. So, and then I keep applying paint, and then I'm going to step back, take a look at it, and see what images I see in here. And then I will, once I get a feel for what I see and what I want to paint, then I will start to edit out the background. So say I saw a face right here. I might start to put like a flesh color in here and start to work on, see if I saw arms that way. I would start to do the arms and that kind of thing. So basically working off the images that you see as you're throwing this paint on, and you keep checking. So I try to take a picture of it when I'm done for the time being. Like right now it's kind of wet. And I can't really add any other colors. Well, I can add a little bit over here, right? And it's just using your intuition. It's like, it's almost like a meditation or like prayer, I mean, it's finding what's inside you and putting it out here on the canvas. So it definitely is a good therapy to do that. Oh, Bobby, I hope you're doing well. I saw you were doing art there. I don't see you really. I don't know if it just doesn't come up in my feed. Soul Flow. That's what you should name your art pieces, Bobby. Soul Flow. That's kind of what it is. Yeah, that's a good description, Bobby. I hope you're doing well. Just kind of grabbing a brush, grabbing paint, and using my intuition on what I should do next. It's kind of dry down here. No, it's not really dry. I think the whole thing is wet at this point. But I have a lot of paint still left in my brush, and I do not like to waste paint because paint's expensive. It's not cheap. And I like to use every little bit I can. So if I got anything hanging out on this brush, I will get it on here. And I'm using acrylics. When I started doing the underpainting of this with all the other layers, I started out with the chalk paint because it blends pretty easily. And then I moved on to, because chalk paint is water activated, and when you put water on it, it starts to smear. And so I went in with the acrylics because once the acrylics dry, that's it, it's dry. And they don't go anywhere, and you can't manipulate it anymore. But the chalk paint is different. You can keep manipulating it. And, you know, you keep manipulating and you keep adding colors, the chalk paint's going to start becoming muddy on you. Let me see. I'm sorry. Oh, Chat. Yeah, tag me. I want to see. I want to take a look at it. You were doing the pouring, right? For a while. That seems like that's fun. I've seen those videos where they pour the paint and they swing the canvas. They have the canvas and they swing it. They have the paint suspended and it starts pouring all over. It looks like a big, huge mess to me, but not what I would want to clean up. But it looks like fun. Arteza pours. You know, I bought an Arteza color. I wanted to try. It's not bad paint. It's pretty good. I like I bought one to try it because I was intrigued by the color. This is not the pour paint, but this is acrylic, you know, like a heavy body. But it's called Mauve Pale. It's so pretty. I might be, you know what? That could go on here. Look at the color of the water. Oh, I wish I could tip it so you could see it's all purple. Probably glittery. Karen, you just got home? You're probably tired. Yeah, but aren't you using like more of a fluid body for the pours? I haven't used the fluid because I don't pour. I haven't tried it. I've been so I buy the heavy body paint a lot, but I wanted to try the Arteza, so I thought I would try it. And this is such a pretty color. Since you're talking about it, I'm gonna use my palette knife. This is a pretty color. Oh my goodness. Let's see. See, it might be too dark for right there. It doesn't look like a dark paint. It's like a light purple, mauve. They call it mauve. I don't think is mauve that color. It looks more. I don't know. It's not quite violet. I think I'm gonna put it down here so you can see it better. Because down here, there's not a whole lot of color. Let me flip it. Hang on. Let me flip it again. I flipped it the other. Let's see. Let's let it drip this way. My canvas is not cooperating tonight. Won't go anywhere. There could be a tragedy. That could be tragic if it fell. It's completely wet. All right, here, I got some texture up here. So I'm gonna drag the purple across and see what happens there. I'll pick up that purple. Put some purple here. All right. What also is cool too, you can show you with this. I'm gonna put a thick thing on here, hang on. And then I take like one of these little silicone, I think this came with like, this is for clay, for molding clay. And then I'll drag across. And it'll lift something to paint up and it'll give it some more texture. Drop that there. And it comes with different sides on it. So this was a thick side, it's a thinner side. Let me get it up here. Drag some more. Just give it a little bit more texture. This is more fine. Put it in there. Anyway, it's just all play right now. All play. Let me get some more purple up here. I don't want to cover my little teepees. Where did they go? Well, they're down there. They're pretty covered. Oh, so that's good. Here, come over there. Maybe drag it. Drag it across. Give it a little bit more texture. And even drag it this way. Get some more texture. And again, all this might be even, once I start editing out images and stuff, this stuff might be covered, but it'll still, a little bit will still come through, and you will also see the texture coming through on here. Let me pick that out. Just throwing it on there. Getting the paint off. Like I said, we don't waste paint. No wasting of the paint. Oh, mix heavy body with a medium, thins it down. Yeah, you could probably thin it down with water too. What is that? Floetrol? Is that a brand? I'm always looking to try new brands, right? Another good thing we can do is put this down. Can wet that. I'm running out of water, and then drag it across. I can manipulate the paint that way as well. But if you haven't tried anything like this, give it a go. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And you might end up creating something so beautiful. And if you don't like it, just keep painting. Just keep painting until you like it. That's what I'm doing. I'm painting until I like it and I see something. But I think I'm pretty much done for now, only because this thing is so wet. Look at this, the drip. Even the drips are pretty. It's like a pink and blue. I also have purple, Maybe I'll throw some of that on there since I'm just dripping before I go. I'm using pearlescent. I've seen people use this too when they're in the acrylic pours, but these are a little bit more expensive. So I don't know if I would use it in acrylic, or probably would water it down a lot because it's very shimmery. You know I'm gonna get the water ball, right? I'm gonna spray it. Oh, you know what? Let me get up there too. Get on there. See, I'm leaning, going right back toward that purple. I always go toward the purple. Purple and blue. I don't know why. Some people, go for the red and the oranges and the yellows, but I always, and they do beautiful work, but I always go for that purple. Oh, and I also always go for that turquoise color, which I've got a lot of turquoise in here. A lot of teal, a lot of turquoise, a lot of pink, and a lot of purple. And it really is a hot mess right now. You know what? I'm gonna put the top on top. But other than that, I think I'm done for the evening. I think I played around enough with this. But I'll try to come back on tomorrow and work on it a little bit more. I also want to, like I said, take that picture of it and then turn it into black and white. And see what I can see. So thanks for joining me, and I'll try to see you tomorrow. If not, I will try to go on sometime within the next day or two, and I'll definitely be on with Karen on Sunday. All right, take care. Thanks. Bye.